Welcome back, everyone. I'm joined this morning with Project Coordinator for the annual Project Feed a Neighbor, and that's Dick Derby this morning. Thanks for joining me, Dick. Now, you were telling me before the break, talking about the Project Feed. It is the 5th annual one, and you've got those bags out already, and as I read in that last story, 7,000 bags, and that's got to be quite a process getting all those bags delivered.
Yes, and thank you, Sam, for having me on the show this morning to talk about Project Feed a Neighbor. There are several hundred volunteers. They start with the sponsor of Wesley United Methodist Church, and this year and last year we've had Mitchell United Methodist Church and the Negaunee Ministerial Association that's been working with us, and a number of other people to get 7,000 plastic grocery bags with a pink fluorescent instruction label on them distributed throughout Ishpeming, West Ishpeming, Negaunee, the far west end. Wow. There's bags out in the Republic, Champion, Michigami area. And this year, administrative people and other volunteers associated with the Tilden Township got those bags out into National Mine as well. So a broad coverage in our area. Yeah, and a broad coverage means you have a lot of people volunteering their time to help you with that. You're telling me hundreds of people? Yes, it is. And I want to always offer special thanks to a number of service organizations and a lot of churches, but in particular the students from Westwood, Ishpeming, Negaunee High School, and Hartman High that come to help us distribute those bags, and we couldn't do the project without all of their help. So those bags have been taken out into the neighborhoods again last Saturday, and they have an instruction label that tells you what to do and why we're doing it. The project is designed to replenish the food pantries of the Salvation Army and actually 3 different St. Vincent de Paul stores in our immediate area. The need continues to be great, and we want to talk about the fact that this winter in particular, where we've had a lot of cold weather and just a long winter, people have had to make a difficult decision. In many cases it's come down to food or fuel. And that's why in having interviews with people at the Salvation Army and at St. Vincent de Paul, we understand that there are more families perhaps than usual who have come in and asked for food assistance. And that's part of the reason to be on the show this morning, is to appeal to what has always been a very, very generous public response in our community to help neighbors in need. And so when we talk about Project Feed a Neighbor and how important that is, we just can't understate that we're really asking everyone to find that food bag wherever you left it, in your kitchen or on your next to your sink, or perhaps tacked to your refrigerator, and put some kind of a non-perishable donation in there and set that curbside. Between 10 and 12 noon this Saturday, May 3rd, that same wonderful group of volunteers, many students, people from service organizations, Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts, will be canvassing those neighborhoods, looking for those donations, and again, taking them to Salvation Army and St. Vincent de Paul. All right, Dick. Yeah, so a great cause. You guys want to get out there. Like you said, 7,000 bags been delivered out there, and I'm sure you're hoping for about 7,000 bags to come back full. It would be wonderful if they all came back full, and that would certainly ensure that we would fill the food pantry shelves in our community. All right, Dick, and I know you cannot do this without the community's help, and as you said, they're very generous. So just a reminder again, when can they get those bags out on the curb, make sure they get picked up? The kids and their drivers will be leaving Wesley United Methodist Church and Mitchell United Methodist Church in Negaunee at 10 o'clock on Saturday, and slowly canvassing the neighborhoods section by section, looking for those donations set curbside. And again, we hope that the people have received their grocery bag with the pink fluorescent label on it that gives you instructions on putting non-perishable food items out for us this week. And we want to thank everyone, including TV6, for allowing us to publicize this event, and again appeal to what has always been a generous public to support Project Feed a Neighbor. All right, thanks Dick. So got a great Project Feed a Neighbor. Get out there, do your part. Dick cannot do this without you. Get those bags out on the curb and give back to the community and show why the Upper Peninsula is so as great as it is. All right, we're going to head to break here, but first we're going to take a check on Ashley Kirkland, who is live in Marquette. Oh, look at that. You're not going to want to miss seeing more of that. Stay tuned.